Hello, hello! I am AshenNinja, and this is a legendary start guide for the Sisters of Twilight, who I have actually already done a campaign for, but you know, you get that. They've had a couple of updates since then anyway, mostly to the Forge of Daith and that sort of thing. Now, I would love to be covering things like the Warhammer 3 content, but unfortunately, I'm not a partner because I don't have a lot of subs. So if you want to help me be able to do more of this kind of stuff, even for Warhammer 3, feel free to subscribe. If not, well, that's no skin off my nose anyway. It's not really a job for me, it's a hobby. Anyway, that little plug aside, let's get into the Sisters of Twilight, or Heralds of Ariel, whichever you want to call them, really. So they are one of the new Wood Elf Legendary Lords, well, Legendary Ladies in this case, a pair of them. And their faction effects are, you get the Forge of Daith, where you craft, upgrade unique weapons, armor, items, blah blah blah, made by Daith. So you get a little dilemma for that. They have ammunition plus 10% for all armies. They get the Volley of Kurnos for all Hawk Riders. Those people right there. Just not a bad little ability. Their Lord effects, upkeep minus 15% for all missile units in their army, melee attack plus 10 for all flying units in their army, and a charge bonus for all flying units in their army. So it really says to you, Hawk Riders and Great Eagles maybe, but in the end, missile units in general really work well for them, because you do have the extra ammo, you've got the lowered upkeep. It's hard to really say they're a bad combination of effects. Your additional starting units, you get Great Stag Knights, which I think are tier 4, I want to say. Not bad for cavalry. They're very fast, they've got an okay amount of armour and stuff, but yeah, it's not too exciting. You get some Hawk Riders, which are actually very, very good. And you get a Great Eagle, which is average. But it flies, that's right. This is, of course, going to be on Legendary, very hard Legendary. If you want to play at a lower level, that's fine. And a lot of the things done in the campaign, or in this start guide, will apply as well. Anyway, except for generally things like public order and that sort of stuff. The thing with these ladies was, I don't know. The thing about them is, honestly, the start of their campaign is not overly difficult. And there's several different ways you can actually look at doing it. This is just how I personally started. So your mileage may vary a little bit with that. And you may decide to do it a bit differently. You start over here with the Witchwood, and we want to start trying to get its forest health up. It does only start at rank 1, but that's not too bad a thing. You start out with a Trapper's Den, which gives you a bit of growth. You start with a Selethoi Gallery, which will get you Eternal Guard and things like War Dancers and a Glade Captain if you let that go up. I personally demolish that right off the bat, because the things I want to get, not necessarily is the Glade Guard. So they're right here as the main building, so I'll start by upgrading that, and I will also go and plant myself. Now this is always a tough one. You do get extra growth out of this, and public order. This one gives you more money, but it won't be that long until we can do that one as well, really. So let's get the extra growth to start out with. Now you also start, let's just jump over here, start out with Yoke of Ages, so you do get to see all of these ones straight up. Now, what you do want to remember is the big thing for the ladies here is you want to have a good diplomatic game. So let's see if we can get ourselves a non-aggression pact or two to start with. It's not looking good so far, is it? Alright, that's good. We got Orion at least on side, which is good. We are at war with the Bleak Holds and the Ripperhorn tribe, but the Bleak Holds is the one that we really need to pay most attention to. We're not going to be able to get anything out of the others there. He'll be willing to have a non-aggression pact with it, but let's just leave that for the moment. At yellow, we kind of don't get much of a plus. We do get a little plus for it, or we get at least a 0 for here, so that's good. Oh, +1 at Ice Rock Gorge. Oh, that's because it's a ruin. The ones we want to make sure we sort out are these three. So, yes. Alright, we also start with a hero. Unfortunately, she's not a great one. She's just a spell singer of beasts. She's got Ariel's Chosen. When I did a test run on this earlier, I got Ariel's Chosen as well. So that might actually be a standard for her. I didn't think I got it last time when I was playing it out though. But, oh well. We will pop her in the army anyway. She's honestly not much use, but it's okay. Now the other thing, if you like a bit of cheesing things out, you might want to pay attention to your lords quite closely, because as you can see, you get knowledgeable, and very, very often you can get knowledgeable. So let's fight this first battle, and we'll actually manually fight it, even though we clearly massively outgun them. We'll fight it anyway. Quite easily auto-resolvable. But fret not. So what we'll do here is I want to kind of show off a little bit with the sisters themselves and the Hawk Riders. Hawk Riders are really good. I like Hawk Riders. You can actually make yourself a nice stack of Hawk Riders, and they will really ruin people's days. Get Eternal Guard up the front of the Glade Guard. We're going to get them hanging back, because I mostly want to concentrate on her. As you can see, she's got two modes with... They have two modes with their shooting. This is essentially single target. This one's a multi-target. Does things like poisons, that sort of thing. It's really, really nice. And here we have the Volley of Kernos, which we will show off as well. Righto. Now, they both have a nice circle of shooting, so we're going to let them do a bit of that. And we're going to use a Volley of Kernos on here. Oh, yep. So that's gone very well to start with. They actually fire while moving. I don't know if they do. There we go. Already we've devastated one of the Dark Shard units here. They are ridiculously good. They do have multi-shot on, don't they? Yep. So there we go. That's good. They'll probably get a volley out. That's no good. Them going off that direction. 47 seconds until that's ready to shoot again. They've taken a bit of damage there. That's no good. But they've also done a fair bit of damage. They're pretty well messed with. Oh no, our Lord is under attack. Still 11 seconds left. Get them coming around this way a bit for us. Got another volley of Kurnos from you. Beautiful. Alright, we'll assist over here. You guys get shooting there. Looks like we might just about be done. They're both getting run off now. You two can stop shooting now, please. We'll now be shooting into their backs, which is good. Just give them a bit of wreckage. Ooh, a bit of friendly fire there. That's no good. Make sure they're fleeing. Alright, let's make sure we... Oh, actually, we don't really need to do this now, do we? It is a settlement battle, so... There we go. Sisters of Twilight, 77 kills. 84 for the Hawk Riders. Only 24 losses, so minimal losses very much in that battle. And despite shooting into shields, they've done very well with their shooting as well. Now, for the moment, I'm actually turning this into a sack city.
Looking for a fight.
Get them moving down here. Actually, I forgot to pick up their speed as well.
Harmony has prevailed.
This is only for the moment. What I want to do really is essentially build up their stack while getting them some levels. Looks like we are. Yep, so we'll can only grab one for now, but that's okay. And lots of choices here for that, so we'll take that choice. Alright, Sisters of Twilight and their skill trees. Now, I, as always, start with the blue skills, because I like to, especially with the Wood Elves who don't have the best economy, reduce upkeeps as much as possible. Most of this will still be generally the same sort of thing, in my opinion, for here, because this is actually quite a nice little skill with missile strength plus 10 during ambushes. So 3 points in that definitely, and generally like Wonders of the Forest. I don't worry too much about your Untainted or your Public Order growth sort of ones, just because she's going to be moving around so much later in the campaign and it's not really going to benefit you too much. Going through here, yep, Quartermaster, get that one, and get Lightning Strike. Generally I don't worry too much about these ones, though I think you actually, yeah, to get through to here you actually need to put 5 points in each of these, so it's a bit more annoying in that sort of way. Red skill tree is the same as all the other Wood Elves, so all good on that one, just the usual. Depending on what you want to upgrade, go for them. I personally would be going for Way Watchers, because a Way Watcher army on this is just ridiculous still. But they're unique, more unique skills. So Inseverable, I would have gone for Inseparable, but Severable, whatever, is very, very good. Ward save 10, wound recovery. Again, Queen's Emissary, it's very good for public order and that sort of thing. You mostly want it for the diplomatic relations. Maestra's Vengeance, very, very good again. This is why you don't really need to go into things like your that one, Perninity, because you do get an extra amount of replenishment rate up there. Again, this is also a very good one, so because you get your additional forest health for winning battles and that sort of thing, and you get better ambush success chances. Masters of the Aries is also very good if you do decide to go for the flying unit way. So if you do go the way of your aerial shooters, go for that one 100%. It's great. Otherwise, don't don't do that one if you're not going to go for the Great Eagles and drop Forest Dragons and your flying shooters and that sort of stuff. Don't worry about that one at all. Otherworldly Sight, again, very, very good. Good for your Dragon Breath attacks when you have Kaith and I can't pronounce Wood Elf stuff. For her their yellow line, I'm shocking at this, aren't I? Getting more missile strength, more health, more armor, physical resistance, again, very good as well. Melee, attack, and defense. If you're going to be on the dragon, very, very good. Ammunition, reload time reduction, all very good. And speed, definitely get speed. And what's this one? Yeah, that one, not too big a deal, but at the same time, if you got your Way Watchers targeting something, chuck that on it as well, and it'll just wreck shit. Now for our top line, we've got the Challenge to Daith, which reduces, what does it actually do? Plus 33% chance you earn more favour during battles, so that's how you get things up there with Daith. Reload time reduction for your army, so if you're going shitloads of missile troops, whether they're the flying ones or ground troops, go for that. It's just great. Speed for all Elven units, again, very, very good. This is only good if you're going for a melee heavy army. I personally think it's a bit rubbish. Again, this is actually excellent, especially, again, ranged heavy army, definitely want that. And if you go melee heavy army, go for that. But yeah, I wouldn't really worry about that. Go for that. Plus 15% base missile damage. Oh yeah. Right. Our Beast Wizard got a level as well. So there is a lot to like about the ladies there. Now, Forge of Daith, we're at 1 of 3. I think that's to do with how many battles. You've got the deep roots here, which is what lets you travel faster around the place. When you can use... Well, I can't use the deep roots at the moment, but you basically can very quickly move to another area. But it has a cooldown, so you want to make sure you are ready to go to that other area. Very important, that. Otherwise, you're screwed. So the Forge of Daith before was very, very random and a bit rubbish, really. There was a lot of negative feedback about it, and Creative Assembly, as is the sign of a good company, in my opinion, they took it on board and they took the feedback well, and so they changed the Forge of Daith. So I will show you that. First, we're going to continue doing a little bit of sacking here. We are actually going to end up taking this little area. Now, I'm actually going to stay here. Going to go for our... Actually, we won't go for the ambush success chance straight off the bat. We'll go for this one. Just to get that little bit more money possibilities. Yeah, a little bit more money from post-battle. We can save a little bit of money then as well. And while we're here, I don't need any of these battle buildings. Not the way I do it anyway. That's good building to have, but we don't really need it yet. It'd be better for us to be able to get that one in first, in my opinion. But what we do want to do is go and find ourselves this knowledgeable lord. So, the old thing with knowledgeable is, what you can do is you can get them, do whatever you want in here. I personally don't bother doing anything. Basically, get them. Get you your +5 into magic. Disband them. And on top of that, they're now available in the offices. So when you look at some of these, you'll see that they've got affects all armies faction-wide, and that sort of thing. A lot of them are just for local army, but every now and then, I think it's only a couple of them that are all armies, like miscast chance -25% to all armies, and that's power reserve plus 15 all armies. So if we pop her in there, in theory she's actually now, let me have a look at this, getting 35 from characters now because of that one and our disbanded hero, disbanded lord there. And we move on to another turn. So really, that's the main trick with the Sisters of Twilight. You can have ridiculous amounts of magic power. You can make them ridiculously good at shooting everything. And yeah, it's insane. It is really, really insane. So I do want to show off the Forge of Daith beforehand, though. So let's just do another sack of the city here. Move them over to there, where they can get a little bit of replenishment, and we can recruit more. Now, Forge of Daith. As you can see, we've got a level 1 sort of thing there. There is various blessings you can get. So, because we've got 3 favour, these are the kinds of things we can get. So, yeah, we've got favour, and that's the effect duration. So you can have missile strength bonuses, missile resistances, magic resistances, immune to attrition, all of these sorts of things. As you get more favour amongst here as well, you can also get items. You can spend your, I believe you spend your favour to get higher level in the items, so you can get things like your dreaming bows and all sorts of crazy stuff. So again, you can make them ridiculously powerful, like just crazy powerful. Because I get so set up on these things, I want Dreaming Cloak. Oh, he's not. You've got to basically, as you go through, you've got to feed previous versions. So I want Dream Cloak 1. I can go straight to Dreaming 2 because I can. There we go. That should mean I now have Dreaming Cloak 2 to use. I can give that to you. That's minus 10% for all units in the army. And we give them Stalk as well. And I don't really want to give them Stalk. I need to use them as tanks sometimes. But I'll give her Stalk for now. Because she can still wear that cloak. We'll give her Flock of Doom. It's about the best spell she can have. Now we're going to go into Obscuring Canopy with them. Go on to the next turn. So as you can see, as you fight battles and that sort of thing, you actually, so you very quickly at times get favour with Daith. And it's also why your Sisters of Twilight do not get things like the weapons and that sort of thing that other characters have quest battles for. So we'll sack it once more. We'll get 1 favour of Forge of Daith, and we'll pop in here, and we're going to look at, I think the Dreaming Bow, Campaign Line of Sight, that's the Spear, Eagle Bow is what we want, I think. That's a Dragon Spear. Yeah. Eagle Bow for the Sisters.
I want one too.
I want one too. She says that sort of thing a lot. So we're going to give them the Eagle Bow. Because Eagle Bow's nice. Increase their damage. I'm going to go with the beast wizard. I just kind of go through whatever on that one. And here, let's have a look and see. Do we have another? No more, no extra knowledgeable yet. It'll come up. It'll come up. 5 more turns until we get one more growth there. That's okay.
When do we fight? Only when
And
necessary.
again, we just run through the turn in the province, and then we attack, jump back, recruit, and then we'll probably actually take the province. Oh, take the province. Region. You gotta say these things correctly. Otherwise people get mad. Okay, the beastman, it's fine. If we go like this
We fight for the forest.
and we leave it at 0, so we sack it,
Eradicate. Root and branch.
and then we head over here. Because that's at 0, the beastman shouldn't go and attack it. We can then recruit, making our army quite a bit larger. Again, as you can see, we're starting to get getting a little bit of forest health, but there's still a lot of hostile lands around, so it's slow going at the moment.
The unbridled glory of battle.
And we've also finished our technology. So you've got a couple of lanes that you can go with. So which one is it again I normally go with here? I think it's actually this one that I go with for the things like the missile resistance. Is what I went with last time. But look at this. It's better to go for this one, I think, because you're going to get additional forest health for winning battles in the magical forest and the hearthlands. So while at the moment when you win a battle, you get... I'm getting 2, so that'll make it 3, so that'll actually help it build up faster. The faster you can actually build that up, the better. Believe you me.
Remain calm.
Alright,
Ariel's will
they're now at level
triumph.
5. We will get some more of that. That way in ambush battles we'll be even deadlier than we already are. Forge of Death.
Smile upon us.
Is there something we want? I think what we want is to take a Dreaming Ring. So the good thing about the Dreaming Ring is that's more replenishment in foreign territory.
You are too kind
Sounds
to
like
the
an
dead.
odd thing to want,
What about me?
but
The
it's
sisters
definitely
of
worth
Twilight.
it. So having it in foreign territory means even when you're in, oh geez, even more Winds of Magic. Look at that. It's just crazy. Essentially, if I was still standing there, I would still get some replenishment. It's a small amount of replenishment. Gets bigger as you go up, but it's alright. Yeah, so at the moment we've still only got the 1 knowledgeable, so maybe they've fixed that a little bit so that it doesn't happen quite so much. Anyway, that is where I'm going to leave this first half of the Getting Started guide. Next time we're going to start trying to take over more of this area so that I can show you what happens as we reduce the amount of hostile hearthlands. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully this has been helpful. As I've said, if it's been helpful, please help me out by subscribing so that one day I might be able to become a partner. Then I can do even more interesting videos about newer content before it actually comes out. Unlike at the moment where a huge amount of hype for Warhammer 3, I don't have much at all. Anyway, hope it's been good. I'll see you later.